said that we were some bastards of the Spaniards. You are a sellout. You're a vendida. You're a sellout.
Yeah, well, I mean, if that's her
claim.
opinion, that's her opinion.
No.
I don't relate to that. I don't agree with it.
Am I able to talk, or are you guys just gonna fucking talk over me? Because so far from mono.
The fuck out of here.
I am not going to argue. I will not engage in any kind of maladaptive conversation. So, I mean, if you guys want to fight it out, but I'm not going to engage. So,
yeah, I understand.
I'm too old for that.
No, I know, yes. Andy. I know.
I have a question for Andy. By the way, if we can go ahead and just start.
Yeah, go ahead, brother. Yeah, go ahead, brother. Because I didn't want to. She got me banana.
On my people, you can't even spell our name.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Calling someone mestizo, would it be like calling?
Chapa can't even say Henisa.
What's going on?
No, she can't. Go ahead, brother.
Calling someone a mestizo, would it be like calling me mulatto?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. I got you.
Yeah. Right.
Same amount of disrespect.
Right. And it's one thing to say, okay, that's what the Spaniards call, but to say that those people are the bastards of the Spaniards, bro. You know what I mean? You see the disrespect.
Why would
those who happen? You know what I mean? Huh?
Why would she say that?
That's what I'm beyond me, because she's an agent. That's the only way I could put it. She's an agent.
And it's posted to my.
Yeah, she said it. It's in the page. She said it. She's an agent, bro. And I lost all respect for her, bro. All respect. Like, I don't ever want to hear her talk about anything about Southern indigenous.
You know what, Mono? I heard that you were being anti-black, and Chapa, she gave me the bean word pass, so I could call you a bean word now. So you're a bean word, bro.
How dare you call me the bean word on my own panel? Oh my god.
Yeah, you're also a damp back. You're a moist back.
No, don't say that. Man, but yeah, man.
I can say that. Don't you tell me. Chapa gave me the pass, so stick that in your pipe and smoke it, buddy.
She gave you the pass.
Yep, she gave me the pass and a whole panel full of wobbles the pass.
She gave the whole, oh yeah, that's right, huh? The whole wow, yeah, that's right. Remember, yeah, she did give the pass away. Wow, yeah, but she's for sure she's anti-indigenous with that. Yeah, oh yeah.
No, because she doesn't consider Mexicans indigenous. They're just colonizers, so it's okay to talk about them, you know?
I'm gonna bring her ass up here, but watch, she's gonna try to get my live banned. She did that earlier. I'll bring her up here.
Of course.
She did that earlier.
You're fucking
Thank you for the pass, Chapa. I appreciate it.
No, you know what you said. You're on audio.
I'm hilarious. I'm way funnier than you. You have like no sense of humor. No one likes you.
All of us was born in Mexico. Who?
I guarantee you wouldn't say that to nobody in Mexico. Would you say in that live?
Who out of all of us was born in Mexico? I was. Tecocotlan.
Yeah, and where you live now? Where you live now?
I live in Texas. So what?
You're a colonizer now.
So what makes you any different than us? When's the last time you lived in a pueblo?
I went back 4 weeks ago.
No, when's the last time you lived there?
When I was 15.
Oh yeah, sure.
Right to shame you? Does that give her a right to shame her own people?
I go back home every fucking year. I go back home every year. And sub.
Yeah, but you ain't gonna move back there, huh? You ain't gonna move back there, huh? You ain't moving back there, right? You're not moving back there? Yeah, you ain't gonna move back. No.
I actually am gonna move back because I have land out there.
All right, yeah. Well, then what the fuck you wasted? If I had land out in Mexico, I'd be in Mexico, bro.
I'm currently in school.
I mean, there's schools in Mexico. Good schools. Some of the world's finest.
I'm not going to those schools. I'm going
So let me ask her a question. Let's keep it real.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
So if I don't know if it's true or not, I'm not sure about any of that. But if it's true and you Mexican, like born and raised, why would you bash your own people?
I'm not bashing my own people. See, this fool beneath me, what happened?
You don't see, I don't give a fuck. hey, kick her off the panel again, bro. Let's laugh at her in the comments. Hey, she doesn't see non-tribally connected Mexicans as her people. They're just colonizing fucking Mexicans, right? Her people are only those indigenous people who were born and raised on a pueblo. So, yeah. She validates like that.
So she's separating.
That's
people
crazy.
that
you know exactly what came out of my fucking mouth, Sub Commander. That is fucking crazy. How crazy? He asked me a question, so can I answer it, please, without you stepping in?
I mean, you literally said that.
Yeah.
Those are your words.
When did I say that?
You've said that several times. You try to say,
I said
yeah,
that
you try to say that. I mean, you'll say that. You'll say that here. Watch. Give it time. You'll say it again.
Because I got recording.
This is what I have said. I have said that you can call yourself an indigenous descendant if you don't know who your people are. But to sit here and call yourself indigenous when you don't know who your people are, you have no claims to your culture, it's kind of ridiculous to me. Go find who your people are, go get connected, find claims to your culture, and then become that tribe. I don't just say I'm indigenous. I say I'm the net. I say I'm Bit and Sa'a. I don't just come up here and be like, oh, I'm indigenous. No, I say my tribes. I say my people and who I'm a part of.
And if someone has had their origins erased by the Spanish and the French, then they're just shit out of luck. They're just white now, right?
I didn't say that. I said go find
Well,
your
then what about them?
I said go do your homework and go find your
Well,
people.
No. There is a dead end for many people. There's many people who will run into a dead end, and it is impossible for them to figure out exactly which group they come from. And some of those groups are no longer intact. Some of them have been completely destroyed. So what about them?
You're just a descendant.
A descendant of what? A descendant of what?
Just like
A descendant of what?
Just like I'm just a descendant.
A descendant of what?
I'm answering the question.
Let Lorena have a word.
My question.
Let Lorena have a word
A
real quick.
descendant of what?
No, I would like to have a word for her since she was talking so much shit about my people. You know, you should get your grandfather. You should get your grandfather to tell me personally that the Hiniseros enslaved him.
That's why you chose that.
Enslaved him, but put him in a
That's why, how convenient. You chose him because he's no longer here.
You said my grandfather. You said your grandfather
Yes, he's dead.
put in a residential school by the Hiniseros. That's Cap. Where is he at?
He's dead, Lorena.
I'd like to hear it from his mouth.
He's what?
Well, you know what? That's Cap because Hiniseros weren't in Arizona, fool.
Do you want me to dig him up?
You're straight up lying on your dead grandfather.
Yeah, that's exactly what she's doing. That's exactly what she's doing.
I'm not
That's
lying
exactly
on my
what she's doing.
grandfather.
And she said mestizos are the bastards of the Spaniards, bro. What kind of shit is that?
Like she ain't got no Spanish. Like she ain't got no Spanish.
You said mestizos.
Did I say mestizos?
You said mestizos in the video.
Did I say
You're slandering my whole community. Yeah, I can play it for you guys when I get home. Don't worry, I got it.
Lorena.
Bro, she said that Haniceros, right? And then she's in the same breath. I dropped her real quick so I can say this because I don't want her to cut me off.
Bastard children of the Spaniards.
Yes.
That they were bastard children of the Spaniards.
She said that shit.
She said that. And the are.
Yep, she said that shit.
And you're mixed too? And you're mixed too? And you're talking to people like that?
Exactly. I'm mixed. She's a mix. All of us here have more native than her. If you want to go there, everybody on this panel has more native indigenous blood than you have. So for you to say those things is ridiculous.
She's only mixed with indigenous and African, bro. She has no Spaniard in her. She's pure indigenous, bro. She's indigenous African and indigenous Mexican, bro. No Spaniard at all. No Spaniard, bro. None.
No Spaniard at all.
I'm actually indigenous that shits on other people's communities like my own.
My
putting
father.
her grandfather in a residential school. What
Let me ask this question.
Like,
real
let me
quick,
know.
I would be happy to answer it if they allow me to speak.
Let me just propose this. Say I was native and one of my native tribes I was mixed with, it was eliminated. And say I didn't have a native community and I reached out to you and whatever, would your community be open to taking me in?
No, if you're not the ne, no. If you're not Bitinsa, maybe Bitinsa would for sure, but the ne, no, because you're not the ne.
Would it be fair though, since my tribe is not existent, is wiped out? Like I need a home, right?
That's up to the tribe. That's not up to me.
You shouldn't be asking La Chapa this because she doesn't even accept my people. And she said, so I don't know why you're asking La Chapa this. Don't even let her answer.
Hey, can I ask this? Is the Pueblo people?
Let me ask Lorena, what indigenous language do you speak?
Guess
Does
what?
it matter? You don't need to have an indigenous language. You know what?
Hold on.
Indigenous, you don't all have to have a shared indigenous language.
Hey, hold on, Lorena. Hold on.
You don't all have to have a shared indigenous language. No, and you know what? This is more important because this cunt over here is speaking on my people and accusing my people of putting
she said
her
that from her
people or
diaphragm.
her grandfather in a residential school.
Listen,
What's crazy
my
is that
family's from hey, listen, my family's from Santiago, Ixtayutla,
what's
right? It's a
crazy is
pueblo.
that
It's a
I'm
pueblo in
Benet and
Oaxaca
I speak
where
Benet
Mixteco people live, right? Only 80% of the people that live on that pueblo speak an indigenous language, but they live there. They're born there.
Can I ask?
They're pure-blooded
Do you think
Mixtecos,
that
but only 80% of them can
Is this
speak.
my
Mateo?
father?
Only
Is this
My father
80%
was
of them can
Pueblo.
speak Mixteco. So what about the other 20% that live
Is
there?
this
Are they
Mateo?
not? Are they not indigenous
He
because
was,
they speak Spanish?
he
And
was
did you
from
know
the
that
Pueblo
93% of them,
tribe, Pueblo.
93% of them are Catholic too. So they don't practice the indigenous spiritualism. They practice Catholicism, and 20% of them speak Spanish. But they live in a pueblo. So are they indigenous or no?
Is this Mateo?
Yeah, bitch.
¿Cómo que voy a hablar contigo cuando no hablas en español, güey?
Yeah.
You can't
What the
read?
fuck? You speak English, right? You speak
Yeah,
English,
I'm
right?
almost home, so I can play the audio of y'all, so I can show how La Chapa really is, and how she
Yeah, play
acts,
it.
and what her character is, and how
I
disgusting
said
she
it.
is,
I
Hell
just
yeah.
because
Yeah,
of what
hey,
community
play
you
that
belong
shit.
to.
notice how she completely dodged the question.
I'm not
Are those
denying
20%?
it.
Are those
I'm not
20%
denying it.
indigenous or
I'm not
not?
denying it. I'm not denying that I said the Genesario are the Aster children
Still
of the
dodging that
Spaniards.
question, huh?
No,
They're
you said
not
you.
Genesario, you idiots. They're Genisaro.
You guys don't even deserve to
And you said the
call it
mestizo.
names.
And you said the mestizo.
I didn't say mestizo. I said
Yes, you did.
I
Nope.
said just like
No, I'm already
some
home. I'm
No.
already
mestizos,
home.
they
No, I'm
sold
already
their
home. I'll
own
play it
people
for
out.
you. I'm
Yeah, we're
already
gonna play
home.
it.
Like
I
some
can go
mestizos,
for
they
you,
sold
dog.
their own people
By the
out.
way, who's all Pueblo?
Yeah, all of them did. Every single one of them.
Who's all
Every
Pueblo?
single one of them.
Cap.
Exactly.
I got the recording,
Just
and I'll
like
play it. And I'm
Like it's our
obligated, and
fault.
I'm
Like it's our
driving
fault that our ancestors were great
on my
with the
computer.
Spaniards. And we have a little bit of that fucking Spaniard blood
Yeah,
in
you're
us.
gonna
Like
call
it's our
us
fault.
bad, the children of
No,
the
there
Spaniards?
was.
It's not like the
Really?
Jesuits
Yes,
just
you did
baptized,
say
just
that.
gave us a Spanish name and then put
Yeah.
us on a
We
fucking slave
Right.
farm.
fought.
No, that didn't
There was a
happen.
huge uprising, and we fought, and then yeah, then we became there's a huge truce.
Thank you, Omniverted.
Are you gonna
The
answer
huge
that question,
truth.
Chapa?
Did I
Yeah,
say
no, my father. I found out my father was Pueblo, and I wanted to learn, and I found out he was from the Tewa tribe, and I just studied. I'm sorry.
No, you're good at
Listen,
this,
listen.
and I'm happy
Don't
that
worry,
you're
you're about to
studying
put your own
No,
Omniverted.
hold
foot
on.
in
I
your
got a
mouth, because
question
I'm
that
about
I
to
want
play it.
answered. Hold on.
I'm
I want this
about to play
question
the
answered.
audio.
Hold on, Lorena.
You just wait.
I want this question answered. In the Pueblo where my family's from, right? Where my grandfather's from, right?
Is it New Mexico, by the way?
No, it's in Mexico, Oaxaca, in Santiago, Ixtayutla, right? Only 80% of them can speak.
Ixtayula
Only
hablan. Ellos hablan
Ixtayutla.
Triqui. They speak
Ixtayutla.
Triqui. How are you gonna tell me that they don't when that's a part of my
You
people?
don't speak
They
Mixteco. What the fuck you
Triqui.
talking about? That's not your language anyways.
They speak Triqui.
No, they
Mateo.
don't. They speak Mixteco. I have a fucking bitch. I have a fucking census record that has a fucking from Mexican government from Ixtayutla where it fucking lists the language that they speak there. It's Mixteco. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Your mouth and quit calling me a bitch because I didn't call you out of your name.
This woman deserves all the backlash that she's receiving
Anyways,
right now, and I don't give a fuck.
I know that you're desperately trying to avoid answering this question, but I'm going to keep asking it. Only 80%
I'm
of them
looking at my
speak.
computer now. If y'all want to put
Only
me on the big
80% of
screen.
them speak. Only 80% of them speak Mixteco.
Yo, answer
90
Commenteo's
90%
question.
of them are
Like,
Catholic.
nah, answer
Your
that.
mouth,
Answer
I mean.
Commenteo.
Only 80% of them speak Mixteco. 20% of them only speak Spanish, and 90% of them are Catholic. So tell me, is that 20% who doesn't speak Mixteco and practices Catholicism yet lives on the Pueblo? Are they indigenous or not?
Do they live on the pueblo?
Well, she
Yes.
deserves it.
Then
So-
they're indigenous.
Can I play the audio now?
Yeah, play it.
I got it loaded up. I can play the audio.
Play,
No
you
worries.
just gotta live there. That's it. That's all you gotta do.
On your
I
pueblo?
actually had a question.
Y'all don't speak your
All right, I'm
language.
playing it.
All right, I'm gonna go buy a house. I'm gonna go buy a house there, and then I'm gonna be indigenous, and you can suck on it.
Can
Play
I
it.
can I ask my question?
Playing
though?
it.
No, hold on. We're gonna hear this audio real quick. Play that shit.
Children of the Spanish.
Okay, hold up.
My chair will
Yeah,
always
slow.
say. My chair will always say, "Never trust Genocide because they are the bastard children of the Spanish. And what I mean by that is that they're just like mestizo in Mexico, where they will go against their own, and they will hunt, and they would hunt children down to take them to residential schools. One dime ahead. You just fucking found out what the fuck you were when I have always known since birth what I am. I have my motherfucking grandparents who tell me stories, who tell me who you are. Don't sit here and try to tell me who you are when you just took a DNA test and turns around, I'm about this, and this, and this, and this, when I've known. Grandfather will roll over in his motherfucking grave right now if he fucking enrolled, state enrolled, even any kind of fucking enrollment.
Can I say something after this?
Yeah.
Community that employed mejor la raza.
So my father.
Hold on, it's not done yet, brother. I'm sorry, it's not done yet.
Grandfather and took him to Indian. You just took a DNA test and turns around, I'm about this, and this, and this, and this, when I've known. Grandfather will roll over in his motherfucking grave right now if he fucking knew that they fucking enrolled, state enrolled, even any kind of fucking enrollment.
On the indigenous community that employed mejor la raza.
Because I'll tell you, it was a genocide who kidnapped my grandfather and took him to Indian school on Central Park, Phoenix, Arizona, residential school. That's who took him, and that's who gave him up for a fucking dime. Y'all can come and go as you fucking please, and y'all can hunt children and take them to whatever.
That's wild. Those are some wild ass
Let me say
statements.
one more time for y'all.
I will always say never trust a genocide because they are the bastard children of the Spanish. And what I mean by that is that they're just like mestizo in Mexico, where they will go against their own, and they will hunt, and they would hunt children down to take them to residential schools. One dime ahead. You just fucking found out what the fuck you were when I have always known since birth what I am. I have my motherfucking grandparents who tell me stories, who tell me who you are. Don't sit here and try to tell me who you are when you just took a DNA test and turns around, I'm about this, and this, and this, and this, when I've known. Grandfather will roll over in his motherfucking grave right now if he fucking knew that they fucking enrolled, state enrolled, even any kind of fucking enrollment.
On the indigenous community that employed mejor la raza.
Because I'll tell you, it was a genocide who kidnapped my grandfather and took him to Indian school on Central Park, Phoenix, Arizona, residential school. That's who took him, and that's who gave him up for a fucking dime. Y'all can come and go.
And you said that I'm sorry, the Hisaro?
Genízaro, yeah.
So they didn't even inhabit Arizona.
They don't inhabit a community in Arizona, right?
No. New Mexico.
Cool story, Chapa.
So they don't travel? They don't travel outside? They don't travel to and from?
And this was the 1920s. You do realize that the Genízaros weren't even known as Genízaros. They were known as Criados during that time. The Genízaro term was abolished when all the caste terms were abolished in New Mexico. So Genízaro was not used in recorded documentation, but Criado was. And I have an ancestor who was listed as Criado during maybe like almost into the 19th century.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt like I joined in.
Where's your where's the proof? Where's your proof that my ancestors somehow all went? You know what the thing is who's to say that all of the Genízaro did that shit? Because it's not all of us. What you're doing is attacking my community and trying to hold my entire community accountable for putting people in residential schools when that never happened. The people of ABQ, the Genízaros of ABQ were put in residential schools. So I don't know what you're talking about. Let's imagine a scenario, okay? Let's imagine a Genízaro Indian, right? That's what they would have been called. A Genízaro Indian.
Did you hear what she's saying? You hear what she just said? Did you hear what she just said, Lorena?
what she said.
She's pretty much said this because they didn't want to. What'd you say, little Chapa? Because they didn't want to what?
They didn't want to acclimate. They were thrown in residential schools. They didn't want to acclimate to the Spaniard way. They were thrown in residential schools.
Is that why your grandfather was thrown into a residential school?
No, my grandfather's Dene. That's why he was thrown into the residential school.
Okay, well, my ancestors were indigenous. That's why they were thrown into residential schools. So yeah,
aren't the Harissa though? They're Apache. Aren't they Apache and Comanche and two? Isn't that what they're mostly comprised of?
Your ancestors were headhunters, ma'am.
No, they weren't. No,
yes,
they
were.
Where's your
yes,
proof?
They were.
Where's your proof?
My father was.
Your ancestors were pure, weren't they, Chapa? They were pure.
And you go and you try that with them, and let's see how you get crucified. Go ahead and tell other tribes. Go ahead and tell them that. Go ahead and tell them, oh, your people did this. Your people did that. You're coming for my community because we're not federally recognized and you have leverage.
I know what the Dene people did to Tewa. I know what the Dene people did to Pueblo.
So why are you coming? Why
are they still indigenous though? Are they still indigenous?
My ancestors lived in Belen, not Arizona.
Are they still indigenous?
In Belen. So why are you coming at me?
I'm not going to deny what the Dene people did to
just because of who I am.
Pache.
I cannot change my ancestors.
I'm not going to deny what the Dene people.
I cannot change who my ancestors are. I am proud to be who I am.
Why are you guys attacking each? Stop it.
I am proud to have survived and to be who I am and still live on a Hinisaro settlement till this day. I can walk to the colonial where my ancestors are buried 2 blocks away. Y'all want me to go and take a trip over there and walk there? Because I know who I am. I know who I am too. I grew up in my pueblo. So who are you to come tell me who I am, who my people are, when you are not of my people?
So let me know. Who are your people?
Genisaro were recognized by the state of New Mexico as indigenous people as of 2007.
Okay, so and where did they come from?
Hold on. I got a question. Hold on. I got a question. Do you acknowledge that the Dene did like morally questionable things to other indigenous people in the past, right? Yet you do not invalidate their indigeneity. Why do you do it to the Genisaro?
Because they are still their indigenous roots. That's why. They didn't sell.
Lorena, do your people still have contact with any of their indigenous practices and roots?
The Comanches of ABQ retained their Comanche identities as well as Genisaro. I have plenty of content. You could even see it in my profile picture right here. My ancestor who is listed as India Genisara. We are legitimate, and there's no if, buts, or maybes about that.
Then why are you guys not federally recognized then in a federally recognized state?
Why don't you have white man's paperwork, Lorena? Why?
Oh yeah, why am I not federally enrolled? So I'm not indigenous because I'm not federally enrolled. Is that what you're trying to say, Miss
No,
Gatekeeper?
you guys aren't even understanding what I'm saying. Why are you guys?
That's what you're saying. You're
that's
saying
what you're saying.
Federally
Damn,
enrolled,
I can't even
you are not
see.
indigenous.
I can't even see because this little girl won't allow me to.
Let her backpedal. Go ahead.
Why are you not federally recognized in a federal state? That's weird. In Texas, I would understand. Texas is not a federal state. So
it's almost like the colonial project of the United States is to slowly eliminate who they federally recognize as indigenous, isn't it? Isn't like the whole point of isn't that the whole point of genocide and erasure?
Valid. Exactly. State recognized tribes are valid, and there's many indigenous groups who descend from many tribal ancestry, and I don't understand why you guys can't understand that. That's why we don't have a single language, because many of us, like the ABQs of Comanche, the other people who are Genisaro, they know their tribal ancestry. All right? So how are we just all supposed to just pick one language to have amongst all of us, the descendants of the Comanche, the Ute, the Paiute, the Pawnee, the Navajo? How are we supposed to do that? How are we supposed to pick just one language for all of us to use, for all of us, because that's not how it was. We are people of mixed tribal heritage. It's not that hard to understand.
Okay. So state recognition confers with benefits under federal law. It's not the same as federal.
We ain't getting no benefits.
What are you
talking about? We ain't getting no benefits.
Government acknowledgement as a tribe, as an independent.
We were acknowledged by the state of New Mexico as indigenous
Are you
people.
going to continue?
You guys just want to check, dude. That's all it is. You just want to check.
Mateo, are you fucking serious? Did you just fucking say that?
Yeah, that's what you're saying about her people, right? That being state recognized and infers certain state benefits. So you're insinuating that her people are just trying to get a fucking check. That's what you're saying about her people, motherfucker. Yeah, that's what you're saying. You're just a fucking coward who can't say straight up. You can't stand on your square and say it with your chest because you're a fucking lame.
Mateo, you got one more fucking time to call me a motherfucker or a fucking bitch.
Bitch ass motherfucking dumb ass cunt bitch. Fuck you.
You stupid call.
Oh, now you're a colonizer. Oh, she was in my people were colonizers too.
Boy, Mateo.
Yeah, I know y'all want to tell me to calm down, but watch my
this like for educational
tell me to calm down. Okay, well, I'll drop you if you don't want to be here.
Oh no, she called me a wedo, you guys. A wedo. Not a wedo.
I called you a white boy, a colonizer.
No, you said wedo. You said wedo.
His
We heard you say wedo, fool. What the fuck are you talking about? We heard you say wedo.
Gringo! Y'all have anything to say about my people? Come up on this panel right now because my people have been shitted on for weeks.
She said gringo!
Tell me to my face.
Listen.
Oh my god.
My issue with La Chapa was that comment about being bastard children of the Spaniards. That right there, man. That right there.
Or did I say Genisario are actual children?
No, you said both. You said the Genisario and you said you said like the
mestizos.
Mestizos.
The mestizos that will turn against their own people.
Listen, shut up! I said like the mestizos. Lorena, I'm literally 15 hours away from New Mexico if you want to do this, baby girl.
Oh, you think I am? You know what? You show up to my front doorstep. My boyfriend has a gun in his hand.
Hey, no. I gotta end the live, yo. We can't do that. We can't say those things. Oh, you can't say those things.
What I said, mono, directamente, I said like. You need to tell you. I said like the mestizos.
Entertainment purposes only. TikTok. Entertainment purposes only. Entertainment purposes only. Entertainment purposes only. Please, let's not do that, man. I was trying to get this shit out. How? Okay, let her talk.
Thank you, Jesus. I said like the mestizos who sold.
Let her talk.
I said like the mestizos who sold their own people out. That is who they are. Now,
you said.
That's not what you said. I'll play it again for you.
Did I say all mestizos?
No, listen.
You said like the mestizos. That's saying all. That's saying all. You didn't say some. You said like.
No, listen. I got it.
And what I mean by that is that they're just like mestizo in Mexico, where they will go against their own, and they will hunt, and they
they're just like mestizos. They will go against their people.
Yep. I knew you always felt like that. I always knew, but I could never have enough proof. But finally, I got the proof on you. I always knew.
You're wrong for attacking Chapa. I don't give a fuck. Go watch my pinned video and see what you think. Let me know if I'm wrong. She deserves it all. Can I
ask my question now?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's calm it down. Let's turn it down a notch. There's a violation that came in. I don't want to get banana. Let's just turn it down for a second.
Omniverted. Do you mind if I ask my question?
Yeah, man. Let's.
Vale, trying to dox me, right? Telling people about my family tree. I guess they must have seen my ancestry, right? And they're talking about that my grandfather's not from Oaxaca, and they think that because they know my great grandfather's name, right? Who is my grandma's dad, who is still an indigenous man. I don't have any paperwork to confirm it, but he's an Apache, at least according to my family, right? And and that's my grandmother's dad who passed away. My grandmother passed away, but that's my fucking grandfather. My dad's dad is from Oaxaca. He's from Santiago, Ixtayutla, Oaxaca, right? His name is Jose Vasquez. Right? That's not my last name. That's his last name. But this person thinks because they saw my family tree. But it's cool because I could see who could see my family tree, and I could see who looked at it. And I'm going to find out who you are and what your name is and where you live. And don't trip. I guess it's a female who wants to dox people, but it's cool. Because I got 4 sisters. I got 4 sisters and a mom and hella female cousins that will fucking stomp you out. So we'll see what's up. I mean, anybody wants to run that fade, they can come run that fade with me. I've been running fades my whole life. I ain't afraid. So if you know my family, then you know we're some G'd up. You know we're some G'd up motherfuckers, and that put in work. So we'll see what's up.
And let's not. Those are doxing. There's a lot of people trying to dox now. I've been seeing it. It's been happening with me.
Oh, this person's from Mexico.
They've been trying to dox me, right?
I'm just saying. Internet stalker. Fucking choke on it, dude. Choke on it.
You know, there's a lot of people trying to dox. I don't understand. This is a freaking app, man.
And like they're wrong. They don't.
Go ahead, sister. Maybe you could bring some positive.
Hey guys. So I wanted to come on here. Thank you for letting me join.
Absolutely.
So I am from Central America. I'm first generation born in the US. So about last year, I was looking into my roots because I don't know much. My family's from El Salvador, and they're like a very traumatized people. So they don't talk about, their life over there that much. And for a minute there, I was claiming indigenous because I don't like the term Latino. I feel like it doesn't, encompass, our history of colonization. And so this year, I found myself very humbled by connected indigenous people who were offended by me calling myself indigenous. And then I understood indigenous people who are connected, living in their pueblos, are still suffering through violent colonization. Not that we aren't Latinos, right? And I just want to say I understand that, and I no longer claim to be indigenous, but I do claim indigenous heritage, right? And I stand with all of you. I stand with your pueblos. I understand we have complicated histories. Colonization has literally poisoned our blood, our water, our mental. And, guys, why are we fighting against each other? We need to unite to end colonization and genocides around the world. And it's painful to hear you guys, threatening each other. Like, this is my first panel, and peace, y'all.
Thank you. That was positive. I appreciate that. That was very positive. Hello, baby dear. Hola. What's up?
Hi. What's going on? I think it's funny, like, I went on this one panel and they were all, like, talking about the pretendians and stuff. And they're like, show your face, show your face. And I'm like, okay. So I showed my face. And of course, I got the...
I think you're breaking up. I don't know if on my end or your end. Baby dear?
I forgot to turn my other internet on.
Oh, okay.
I forgot to turn my other internet on. I was outside having a cigarette. But they're like, you look more Latina and Mexican than Native American. I'm like, you do realize they're also natives.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that wasn't the dish you thought it was.
Exactly.
And I'm like, you guys don't understand. The thing about Mexico is the border, they didn't cross the border. The border is crossing them. Like, the border should never have been there in the first place.
That part. Absolutely 100% correct.
Like, I don't understand why they say that they're not native when they are. It's just another part of colonization where they're trying to divide us and stuff.
Right. Just like, you look at Mexico, what was under Mexico was all these states, right? California, Texas, Nevada, Colorado. You know what I mean? So that's new. That's pretty much new to what is called America now, what it is today. So you're right. Mm-hmm. You're right, sister, 100%.
Hello, everybody. I actually don't have a clue Actually don't have a clue what's been going on except for what I've seen over the past few days. So if anything happened today, I don't know. But no, I make it a habit to tell every Mexican person that I meet that there's a good chance that